To close the gap, we have folks on the ground. We have 13 field offices across the state. We're running competitive state house races and state senate races, and we're knocking the doors. We are getting all of the field done that we can.
What do you make of what seems like an enthusiasm gap here in this state?
I don't think it's an enthusiasm gap. I think that people are misremembering our history. Barack Obama was a singular phenomenon, but if you think about the Kerry Bush race,
Right.
if you think about all previous races, you've got enthusiasm. Democrats in Georgia are excited about the opportunity, and we're working hard.
Right. What would you say if I said she's already given up on this state? She hasn't been here since February.
I don't think she has. I think that until you win an election, you haven't won an election. And so for Georgia to be even receiving investment from the top of the ticket is huge. We've gotten six-figure investment from her directly. We've gotten
Right.
7 figures from her super PAC. That's the important piece. We aren't quite at the tipping point stage
Right.
because we haven't won yet. But once we do, I think we're going to be in the mix.
Question for you. I don't know if you saw some of the emails, the new emails that came out with Wikipedia last night, WikiLeaks last night.
Same credibility.
Well, but there was a real suggestion in some of those emails about the pay for play that was going on between her and her husband and some of these other firms. Does any of that disturb you?
I think pay for play is a really strong and I would say inaccurate language. People asked for access and they didn't get it. But more importantly, what's happening in Georgia is that we understand that there's a distinction between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Donald Trump has spent the entire campaign disparaging every major constituency in Georgia. Hillary Clinton, by contrast, has spent her entire life serving the people of Georgia.
Right.
And so we believe and we trust in her values. We trust who she's going to be as a leader, and we want her to be the next president.
We had Bruce Lavelle here earlier. He represents a diversity coalition. I asked him, I said, do you think that Donald Trump is a racist? He's obviously supported Donald Trump. He said no. What do you think?
I think he is a racist. Racism is about using your power to denigrate and disparage others to deny them access. We know that both in his business dealings and in his personal discussions about people of color, Donald Trump has shown absolutely nothing short of bigotry towards people, and that has been consistent through this entire campaign. He began his campaign disparaging Mexican Americans.
You're in a state that if it does go to Trump, we may still have a national election in which Hillary Clinton were to win. One of the articles in USA Today this morning suggested that 4 out of 10 Trump supporters would not recognize such a win if that were the case. What does that mean for a state like this?
I think what it signals is a shifting of our politics that we're going to have to work together to shift back. The rancor that has pervaded this campaign is it's disturbing and it's distressing, but it's also a fixable problem. The enthusiasm that we saw for Sarah Palin had a similar bent, but we eventually found our way back to being good citizens, and I think we'll do the same.
Is there a distinction between people in the city here and the farther you go out in terms of who everyone's voting for, and also the ground game, if you will?
I think that Atlanta certainly is ground zero for Democratic activity, but part of my responsibility as minority leader is to spend my time outside Atlanta. Most of our members that we're trying to elect are in other parts of the state, and I'm seeing enthusiasm as far south as Valdosta. We know that this is a win that is possible. We have an opportunity to pick up a few seats in the House. And I think all of those things, especially with the 13 field offices that we have compared to the 1 field office that the Trump campaign has, signals that Georgia really is in play and that we have an opportunity to win.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.